about comics. Let's talk about comics. Let's talk about comics. Let's talk about comics.
Around the YouTube, it is Uncle Blurred here, and you know my policy. I don't talk about a book unless I love it. And we know that I love the Spawn universe and every book in it, and I buy every book in the Spawn universe. But I have yet to talk about one series, and that is The Curse of Shirlee Johnson. The reason why, I think they may have corrected it. First of all, it is not as frequent as other books. I believe this series started in 2025, and we're only on issue number 6 right now. This is the June issue. Number 7 is due to come out in August, so it has a staggered release. And the art, for me at least, was really distracting. When I think of Spawn and the Spawn universe, I think of big, sleek, fast-moving art. And with The Curse of Shirlee Johnson, it was almost cartoony and abstract. And it really distracted from the story points, and it really kept you from emotionally engaging with a character who should emotionally be engaging. Shirlee Johnson is a character from the early Spawn series who was murdered by Billy Kincaid, the serial killer, who Spawn ended up killing, but not before, he couldn't save Shirlee Johnson. And so she is in hell, having to constantly relive her death all these years later, and now she is teamed up with a hero to fight their way through hell to get her to where she's feels like she's supposed to be. And because of the art, I really didn't feel connected to it. And this is one of the books. Usually when I get a Spawn universe, be it Scorch, She Spawn, Gunslinger Spawn, King Spawn, Sam and Twitch Case Files, it goes to the front of my reading list. But The Curse of Shirlee Johnson, it's one of those I'll get to it when I get to it. But I am very, very happy that I got into it early this week, because from the first panel, I knew that there was a new artist on the job. And his name is Raymond Gay. I mean, the art is instantly engaging, different, and it has that Spawn aesthetic that I'm used to from the rest of the universe. And I understand what they may have been trying to do with the different aesthetic than the rest of the books. But I think at least, I don't want to sound like I'm being a hater, and that, I don't like creativity and expression, but I think when I go to the Spawn universe, at least for me, I expect some uniformity. I expect some consistency. I expect that no matter what I'm reading, even if it's different genres, I want there to be a continuity, at least in the art and the way it looks. And that when these characters do cross over, because they're all in the same timeline, I want to believe it. And this right here, again, I'll say it because it's worth mentioning, Raymond Gay, who in one book, I never noticed the name before, but now I'm going to be on the lookout for Raymond Gay, because in one book, he's made an instant fan of me. Not just this big panel right here, but there are other just great big panels with that classic Spawn aesthetic, but it looks more grim and less cartoony. And here, when we see the introduction of Billy Kincaid, it is gruesome and horrifying and totally aesthetically, fitting within this universe, and for the horrible character that he is. And yes, Billy Kincaid does come back in this issue. I'm sorry, spoiler alert, but you did tune in for a comic book review. But if you tried The Curse of Shirlee Johnson before and were turned off by art, I think that this is going to be a book that will definitely change your mind. And as far as the writing, I think they're going to go with less of an abstract writing style. It looks like they're going to be incorporating the larger Spawn universe outside of Hill, and bringing Billy Kincaid back, and this new character possibly being a gateway to bring more mainline Spawn characters in to battle alongside Shirlee. And it looks like we're getting some kind of final form of Billy Kincaid right here to be some kind of big bad villain, or final boss or ultimate antagonist for this series. So I am excited. For the first time since the beginning of this series, I am really looking forward to the next issue. The first issue, I recognized the character, the story was novel, and then when I bought the second issue, it was like, okay, maybe they're still building something. And then with the other issues, I'm going to be honest with you, I bought them because I buy everything Spawn Universe. And I enjoy everything Spawn Universe except for this. But I really enjoyed this, and I think you will too. And you don't have to read the rest of the issues to get something out of it. As a matter of fact, I would recommend you don't read the rest of the issues outside of maybe number 1. But this right here, The Curse of Shirley Johnson, number 6, is a must-have for Spawn fans. So that's my thoughts on it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. As always, if you'd like to contribute to the growth of this channel, you can buy me a coffee using the QR code on screen. But most importantly, watching, liking, subscribing, maybe even sharing is more than enough. And I'm so appreciative that you're on this comic book journey with me. And I'll see you guys next time. Until then, keep reading them books. You know I will. I'm out.